Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. This is Cushing B for the defense. The Zionists claim that they're going to move my Palestine folks into a humanitarian city out in the middle of the desert someplace to keep them away from the high value real estate and underground petroleum riches that Palestine currently owns, unless the U.S. can somehow manage to figure out a way to legally purchase my Palestine lands with fiat currency. I think they need to put on a thinking cap. That's what I think. Imagine if you were king of this universe. How would you feel about these fuckers? Somebody else moves them in right next door to you, and they boot you out by the hundreds of thousands with force. First day on the job, hi, we're your new neighbors. Boom, you're dead. And they wonder why people don't like them. It's anti-Semitic to not like Jews. Well, those aren't Jews. Nobody that would do that is a Jew. Right off the hop. That breaks every single one of the Ten Commandments. No Jew will do it, nor will any Muslim. Our Muslims have been most reticent to murder. They've suffered enormous abuse at the hands of these Zionists utterly unnecessarily. Had me pulling my hair out, ranting at the Ayatollah. What the fuck are you doing? So much has been sacrificed for so little purpose. I get to be the biggest asshole on the planet because God says so. Fuck you, fuck your laws, fuck God's laws. What I say goes, because I'm a super Jew. I'm a Zionist. I don't have to care about anybody because God made a deal with me a long time ago. Well, let's take a good look at the deal, shall we? I'm not going to do it for you. I suggest you study the first two books of the Bible to get an earful of what will happen to the Jews, who are now calling themselves Zionists because to call themselves Jewish would fuck up their whole deal because they are not Jewish. Period. There is something else, other kind of life form that I haven't quite discovered yet. It's akin to Nazi, except in our view, much, much worse. At least the Nazis did not claim license from their God to perform genocide, which is what is it? Genocide, ethnic cleansing, and murder is what devolves in the human condition when they lose their God and begin to worship. You're going to worship something. So it's either the scent of your own farts, each other's egos, or tea leaves. Your military intelligence is a tad fractured. Can we say this? Never, ever, ever get your enemy's substance right. You always fall into your own wet dreams of conquering things that you've got no business having. But truth is anathema to the West. They don't like it. They much prefer the Jews from their fantasies, except the Jews from their fantasies is wearing thin, and they're perplexed and punch drunk, not knowing which way to jump. They look to the United States, but after Joe Biden and finding Trump is a monumental monster worse, got blood dripping all over his fangs and his fingers, claiming deserved the Morals Peace Prize. I might as well give it to Hitler or Benji. Anyway, this is your King of Kings saying, thank you for your ear this July 9th, 2025.